Hi everyone, Agnes here, and this is a little audio for you to supplement your part 5 of the course, How to Attract a Specific Person Beginners course. And this is a concept that I first heard of from Joseph Murphy, and it was in his book, The Cosmic Power Within You. And it's where he talks about collapsing space and time. So I'm going to read it to you, and then I will discuss it a little bit after. An engineer once told me that he was trying hard for a promotion, but that since others in the organization had priority over him in years of service, he supposed he would have to wait perhaps for several years. This engineer also had a pilot's license, and he flew planes for research purposes from LA to New York and other cities. I asked him how long the flight to New York would take. Oh, he said, by jet, less than 5 hours. So he collapsed over 3,000 miles of space into 5 hours or less. The old horse and wagon might have done it in 18 months. Our mathematicians and scientists are pointing out that time and space are one and correlated, and that when we collapse time, we collapse space. I told him frankly that he promoted himself. But first he would have to remove the barricade and stumbling blocks which were there in his own mind. Proclusions such as, others are ahead of me, I'll have to wait. For about 5 minutes, morning and evening, he quieted his mind and he imagined his wife saying to him, "Darling, I'm delighted about your promotion and your increase in salary." Wonderful. And he felt her embrace, and he sensed the reality and the naturalness of her voice and her gestures. And he expressed joy. In a few weeks' time, he realized his cherished goal at the writing, and he is working on his ideal project, doing top secret work with an increase in prestige and an enormous increase in salary. So, in terms of what is discussed here about collapsing space and time, it's really the space between you and you being with your specific person. So right now you're here, they're over there, and there's a gap in the middle. So there is a space that you can see and really emotionally feel. So therefore, we are looking to collapse space and time, just like the engineer did, and how Joseph Murphy helped him, to collapse the space and time between you and your SP. So if you could sit down and do a little exercise and work out what are your proclusions, such as the ones he had as others are ahead of me or I'll have to wait. So it's finding those. What are yours? What are yours about your SP? What is holding you back? What is causing a handbrake in your manifestation? So, just as the engineer did, for 5 minutes morning and evening, you can quiet your mind and imagine a very specific scene, which implies that you are where you want to go. So, in the case of the wife congratulating him about the promotion and the increase in salary and telling him, wonderful, what would be your equivalent in your imaginal scene with your specific person to manifest this desire? Now, he felt her embrace and sensed the reality and naturalness of her voice, her gestures, and her expressed joy. So, you've got to create a scene with your specific person that implies the end result of what you would like to hear, feel, be in, whatever is your end result that you're trying to achieve. Create an imaginal scene just as the man did in this story, the engineer, and how he used his wife as part of the scene to get him over his proclusions, or handbrakes, as we would say in 2022. So, lots of love everyone. Have fun with this little exercise and then put this into play so that you can get a lovely end result, just like he did. He got his increase in prestige. He is now working on his ideal project, and he has an enormous increase in salary. So ask yourself, what would be my equivalent in terms of me manifesting my specific person? Is it living together? Is it the commitment? Is it an engagement? Is it a marriage? Is it a holiday? Is it knowing that you're secure in this relationship? Work out what it would be for you. Have fun with this. It's a really interesting concept, collapsing space and time.